Some people do not notice your love until they start feeling your absence. As long as you keep showing up, explaining, forgiving, checking on them, and making yourself available, they may begin to believe your presence is guaranteed, not because your care has no value, but because they have never had to imagine losing it. Then, one day, you stop reaching out first. You stop explaining your pain. You stop trying to make them understand. And suddenly, they begin to care. Not always because they changed, but because your absence finally created the consequence your words never could. This is the psychology of why some people only care when you stop caring. One reason some people only care when you stop caring is because your presence became too predictable. They knew you would reply. They knew you would forgive. They knew you would explain yourself again. They knew that even after being hurt, you would still come back with an open heart. And slowly, what should have been appreciated started becoming expected. This is where many people lose their sense of your value, not because you were not valuable, but because you became too easy to access. When someone knows you will always stay, no matter how little effort they give, they may stop feeling the need to protect the connection. They may stop choosing their words carefully. They may stop noticing your silence until your silence lasts longer than they expected. Because sometimes people do not understand the weight of your presence until they finally have to feel the space you left behind. Another reason people only care when you stop caring is because they may confuse your care with neediness. When you always check on them, they may not see devotion. They may see dependence. When you keep explaining how much something hurt you, they may not hear your pain. They may not hear your pain. When you keep trying to fix the connection alone, they may begin to think you are the only one afraid of losing it. And that changes the balance, because once someone believes you need them more than they need you, they may start giving less effort, less attention, less respect. Not always because they are evil, but because human beings often become careless with what feels too available. This is why emotional distance can sometimes change everything. Not because distance makes you more valuable, but because distance reminds people that your presence was never something they owned. It was something you chose to give. Sometimes your words cannot reach someone because they have learned there is no consequence for ignoring them. You can explain how you feel. You can tell them what hurts. You can ask them to change. But if nothing changes after they ignore you, they may begin to believe your pain is something they can survive. They may believe your disappointment will pass. Your silence will end. Your heart will reopen, and your presence will return. That is why distance can become the first consequence they actually feel. Not angry distance, not childish silence, not punishment, but the kind of distance that says, I will no longer keep giving access to someone who keeps ignoring the pain they cause. And when you stop explaining, stop chasing, stop trying to prove your hurt is real, they finally have to face something your words could not make them feel. The possibility of losing you. Have you ever stopped explaining your pain and noticed someone only cared after you became silent? Share your experience in the comments. Stopping caring does not always mean you became cold. Sometimes it means you finally became tired. Tired of being the only one trying. Tired of explaining the same pain. Tired of waiting for effort that never comes. And tired of giving emotional access to someone who only notices you when you pull away. But this is important. You should not stop caring just to make someone suffer. You should not become silent just to punish them. And you should not use distance as a way to control someone's reaction. Because that is not healing. That is just pain wearing a different mask. Real emotional distance is different. It is not about proving your worth to someone. It is about remembering your worth when someone keeps forgetting it. It is the moment you stop asking, why do they not care enough? And start asking, why am I still giving so much of myself to someone who only responds when I disappear? One of the hardest truths about human behavior is that people often value what they realize they can lose. When they believe you will always be there, they may become careless. When they believe you will always forgive, they may stop reflecting. When they believe you will always explain, they may stop listening. But when your energy changes, when your access becomes limited, when your silence becomes real, they are forced to feel the difference between having you and taking you for granted. This does not mean you should disappear to manipulate someone. It means your presence should never be treated like something without value. Because love is not proven by how much pain you can tolerate. Care is not proven by how many times you come back. And loyalty is not proven by staying in places where your heart keeps getting ignored. Sometimes, the moment you stop overgiving is the moment people finally understand how much you were giving. But by then, you may no longer need them to understand, because you have already started choosing yourself. Stopping caring does not mean you stopped having a heart. Sometimes it means you finally stopped abandoning yourself, because the right people do not need to lose you before they learn to value you. They do not need your silence before they notice your pain. And they do not need your absence before they understand your love. So if someone only cares when you stop caring, remember this: distance should not be used to punish them. It should be used to protect the part of you that kept giving too much to someone who noticed too late. If you enjoy videos about psychology, human behavior, and personal growth, subscribe to Zin Insights for more.